Mark here. I am here to do Jura Creek after a long, well, not that long, about a 5-day deep freeze here in Calgary. I've arrived here and it's quite windy. I'm hoping go into the trees and the wind will die out a little bit. Maybe that's just along this highway. We'll see. Certainly has happened before where it's really windy at the trailhead and then like the trail itself is fine. Anyway, let's go check this out. Try to talk back here before I get out to the creek. Trail is nice and tamped down. Great little winter trail, lots of people on it. Well, not today, it's Monday. Only seen one person and there's only one other vehicle. There's two, but there's a guy sitting in the other one. Just having a smoke or whatever. And here's the creek. And now I expect the wind to pick up. Down in the creek, and this is where you decide if you're going to walk right down the canyon or stay up above on one of the bypasses. Apparently there's more than one. Lower bypass, upper bypass. Anyway, the point of coming out here in winter so you can walk down right down the middle of the thing. Nice. This is what you're very quickly greeted with. Some places people are still breaking through. We just had 5 days of minus 25. A little surprising, gotta say. Whew. Oh yeah. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to put my phone away to climb up that. Well, even after all that, minus 25, my feet are already wet. Already broke through a few times here. Oh well. This is some beautiful, beautiful rock in here. These are apparently called the Indian bass. Alright, I just walked up that, and now we got a new. Like I'm probably gonna break through here. Alright, nice and easy. Feeling solid so far, that's good. Okay. Alright. Jeez. Okay. And you can hear the wind just howling way up there. You just don't know. Here in Calgary, you just don't know what you're gonna see out here. You just hope for the best. Wow, this is cool. Nice. Okay, I'm done with that guy. Now it breaks out, and I think it's pretty much walking to the false fault now, which is 2 kilometers out. Cool. I was wrong. There's more pools. Okay, I'm looking back where I just walked. It's the same place I just made that other video. And there's a cave. actually shows on maps.me. Okay. So I walked up there and started down on the creek and my foot broke through. And then I came down here and I walked a few steps and there was some crackling. So you can see here, people have crossed and gone up that way. So I think that is the only way to go and do this right now. Wow. I'm quite surprised. All that minus 25. Trail is still not frozen enough. So I'm following up the people's trails that are bypassing. It's too bad, you know. One of the big cool things about winter is walking up the ice, but it's just not solid enough yet. Well, the trail eventually comes back down to the ice where it's a little stronger apparently, and doesn't pick up anywhere else, so people are just walking down this thing. And yeah, it does seem strong. There's some crackly parts on top, but it seems pretty strong. Got a little waterfall here I'll have to scramble over. Looks like I'm starting to leave kind of the big areas. The big ice behind, it's gotten a lot smaller now. I've been walking on the ice for a bit now, maybe like 10-15 minutes. Oh, see up here it's actually starting to break up. There's also lots of places to walk. Yeah, it's really not very deep here. I think there was a big feeder for the creek over there. So here you just got this. All right, one of the rare times I put my ugly mug up here. I'm an awful example for walking on ice by myself. I mean, if I broke through, like really broke through and got soaked, my chances of survival are not good. So don't do it. Don't follow my example. Bring a friend. And yeah, I mean, I take my chances, right? But I don't want anyone to come out after seeing this video and fall through the ice and die. So don't. Okay. I think it's safe to say I'm now done the canyon. So starting to open up. Well, we got some big rocks and footprints. Get a little smaller after this. I think a lot of people will be like me. You're gonna go up to the false fault. So it'll be pretty easy to figure out where it is because the footprints will probably stop, or at least they'll get a lot less prevalent. Well, someone tramped through the snow all the way up here, stopped here, hung out, and then went back. So there's kind of a depression going up there where people probably walked at one point, but right now there's nothing. And this is why I bought snowshoes. Because I go farther than most. I want to go see that false fault. So, time to break some trail in snowshoes. It's the first time I've done this. I put these on at West Riot Creek Day Use area and just walked around. And a few times I wandered off trail in like 2-3 feet of snow and just to see what it was like. This is the first time I'm actually using them for what I intended for, and that is going farther. Even if other people have stopped, I'm gonna go farther. Yeah, I'm digging it so far. Nice. Well, I'm digging the snowshoes, gotta say. Oh, so often I just kind of sink. Might catch me a little off guard, but this is much better than if I was trying to walk it with my boots and then they just go into no man's land. Plus, I don't worry about what's underneath the snow. I mean, I'm not going down that far, so no problem. Well, this guy's starting to narrow up again. And what a nice shot of this guy. Can't be too far away from the false fault. Let's see. All right, I'm still kind of below this guy. Here, you've got this V that's described in the book. So colored cliffs, and on the right, it's supposed to be gray colored. Of course, right now it's all just white. All right, so I got to scramble up this thing. All right, so I climbed up that guy. And it says in the book, the steeper potholes can be avoided with a steep trail on the left, up an embankment. So, but you know, this is winter, so I'm gonna try the potholes first and see what happens. No problem. Like, absolutely no problem. Easily powering my way through this. There's supposed to be like some fossils up here that you can find in some of the rock, but of course most of that rock is covered up by snow, so that's not really gonna happen. There's some pretty neat stuff though. All right, and now we open up. Cool. So now this thing kind of breaks off, so I can keep going up here. Up here on the right is apparently the way up to Loader Peak and Door Jam. So there's kind of a loop. Walk up here and then you walk back down that way, down to the highway. And so if you wonder what the false fault is, you can just look at your maps that have the trails, and this trail's on it. So you see this little Y, and so you know that the false fault is just before that. I'm gonna walk a little way up this valley, but apparently it goes 4.7 kilometers until you get to the valley head. Well, that's too much for me today. I don't have the sunlight, or I think the desire. It's just like a lot of winter hikes, and you can't really do them all the way to completion, so you just have to sort of decide. Well, that's all right. It's you get to complete one of these things in the winter, right? So if I really want to, I'll come back in the summer one day, go walking down this valley. Well, I only walked about 300 meters from the fault. Just figured I'd get to a nice shot and stop. You can see the snow has gotten, because it opens up like this, the snow has gotten deeper. You can see my poles. Not that far below the middle point. And yeah, when you're not going to finish something and it's hard, like, it's getting tough. So what's the point of doing like 1 kilometer out of 4.7, right? And I still got to get back. And I mean, my legs, I'm not used to these things yet, right? I'm not sure how my legs are going to react, so I don't want to push it too hard. Anyway, taking a nice break, enjoying some snacks, and yeah, just enjoying this beautiful view. Okay, beauty of going back as I've broken my trail. So, and it's a little downhill, that helps too. Well, that'll be nice. I love how the wind just kind of pounds these rocks and makes them white with like basically scathing wind snow. It's kind of cool. All right, heading down through the little fault canyon. Not bad. I think for this little part here, I'm going to shut the camera off and get my hands back on my poles. Okay, so that's going back up the way I went up, of course. Now, normally I would always say look back, but on a back and forth, you don't have to. Because when you go back, you will get the idyllic scene. Not bad. If you're doing a through hike, look back, man. Otherwise, you're going to miss this stuff. Okay, I'm learning. Snowshoes. It just came off. It wasn't like I struggled and like booted it out of there. It just slipped off. It just was like, see ya. Oh, look how much I just sunk. All right, now I got to get this back on. Okay, so apparently just with one strap loose, these things can just fall off. Well, I want to find what in the book is called the lower bypass trail. My tracks are over there, kind of in the main area. Not seeing it here, but I want to stay on this right side as best I can, see if I can't find it. Well, I just came out of this street area looking for the bypass. I did not find it. And this is what embarrassment looks like. Coming down off this, it fell down faster than I thought. I lifted my foot to kind of push it ahead and catch myself, but instead I caught on the snow and poof, face plant. Well, the thing about falling in the snow is it couldn't have hurt any less. I just got a little bit of snow up my arms and stuff. No biggie. I'm learning. I'm learning. Now I'm back where a lot of people have tread. There's this marker here in all this forested area. I have to think the bypass is in there somewhere. Absolutely nobody's using it right now. There's no tracks. But I know the canyon starts up there, so it's got to be in here someplace. Logically. Well, I couldn't find anything obvious in those trees. Here's another cairn, and there's actually a pink ribbon, but look at this. It's just steep. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. This all looks steep. Okay, up ahead is the canyon. There's nose out there. I see some blazes. This is really the last chance to not go down the canyon, so okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it talks about a camping area, and hello. Cool. There's where I went walking through here. That's just the canyon over here, right? Cool. All right. Let's figure things out from here. Gotta say, this is kind of weird walking on here in these things, but and maybe I'm wrecking them a little bit. But I feel like the weight is spread out a bit more, so maybe a little safer. Well, I'm back in the canyon. I really gave it a good high school try trying to find one of those bypasses, but no go. So yes, I am trying it all out. Coming down through the canyon again. Nothing wrong with that. There's the canyon down there, and hello. There are footprints going up this. Maybe I found the bypass after all. There's the cave. That's a good little marker to figure out that. Canyon's down there. Took off the snowshoes. And I'm on the bypass trail. It's not real obvious. There's no footprints, but to me, I can make it out pretty easily. So this is good. This is scouting for the future. I'll be doing this in the summer at some point to go do a loader and door jam and maybe Morrowind some days. So yeah. Here's where I came from. Here's a whole bunch of footprints, and I think this is the trail up Exshaw Mountain. All right. Well, I'm down to the creek again, and there's some wicked views from this creek, man. Pretty awesome. Well, as always, I enjoyed that quite a bit. That's a nice little, you know, a nice creek walk is just, yeah, you know, it's just a good time. You just walk off the middle of that, oh, excuse me, big coffee burp. Just walk out the middle of that thing and see some really cool rock formations, and then you can just keep going quite a while, really. You know, climb Mount Whirlwind or something along those lines. So, yeah, get out there and enjoy it and hike.